Hey everybody, Anthony Dodge and Train Outsider, take two, this time with the microphone on. If you didn't tell by the title. And if you can't tell by my voice, this is a very depressing and I'm having to avoid punching walls to make this video. But as it stands right now, I will not be able to come to the United Kingdom and attend Gets. We haven't officially canceled, but somebody decided to come down with the dreaded sea flu um, this weekend. Somebody apparently attended some of the family functions last week and had it and just spread it. A lot of people are sick from the wedding, but apparently the symptoms were there with several people beforehand. So it wasn't the wedding itself, it was because the people who are most affected were people who attended these other functions before the wedding, stuff that happened on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the rehearsal dinner, and that. Most of the guests at the reception seemed to be okay, but the bridal party and some members of the family seemed to be um, hit. But yeah, I have the sea flu, and I feel fine. Physically, I feel fine. I worked out this morning. I worked out yesterday. Sunday, my nose was really, really congested, very thick, and I had a lot of nasal drainage because I took some nasal medicine for. I don't have sinus issues. I don't have seasonal allergies. Um, but if I'm outside and temperature changes or it gets cold and I'm not dressed for it, I'll get a really runny nose or something like that. But and that's how it started. But we had crazy weather last week, so I was blaming it on the up and down weather that my sinuses seemed to be just a little off. So it wasn't the wedding itself. We apparently already were symptomatic. We just didn't realize it with this particular variant we have. Joyce does not have it, but my daughter really has a bad case of it. She was sick Sunday going into Monday. Um, Missed work Monday, and then she decided to test herself on Tuesday and tested positive. And Joyce looked at me and says, "You've had really major congestion. Your throat's been sore." And so I tested, and yeah, I was positive too. 3.5 years of this fucking pandemic, and I never got it. Everybody around me, Joyce has had it twice, Liz has had it twice. Everybody in my family, everybody around me's had it, and I always got through it. And then this special once in a lifetime trip that Joyce and I decided to do, sure, I get it. Um, there's a part of me that says this is so fucking predictable, but um, be that as it may, I'm not canceling. I will test tonight, and I will test in the morning, and I will test in the afternoon. But I've tested positive twice, yesterday morning and this morning. Um, and I'll test again tonight because technically I'm on the fifth or sixth day of this if you count back from when I first had symptoms. Um, but again, didn't know I was sick until. But yeah, and I feel really bad because there are people that literally bought tickets to Gets and are going to go through the hassle of going to Gets just because I was there. And I'm not saying that big headed. It's just friends of mine at the UK are like, I wouldn't mind going to Gets. And I said, well, I'm going this year. And they're like, you're going? I'm coming because I'm coming just to see you. So that's how it is. And I am just, I am ripped up right now. I am so depressed and pissed off. Um, it's not it's not cool. We haven't canceled yet. We haven't canceled our flight. We haven't canceled our bookings yet. But if things don't change by early tomorrow afternoon, then we're not going to come because I just can't take the risk. The airlines don't seem to care now. As long as you mask up, they don't seem to care. And even the governments have done their waived all their restrictions. But I've toyed with the idea of even if I'm positive, as long as I feel good, just put a mask on and go. But I just can't bear the thought that I would go shake hands with somebody or something like that and take my mask off for a second to eat and infect somebody and spread it out. So it is what it is. I feel terrible that it is what it is, but it can't be helped right now. So I'll make a further announcement sometime tomorrow and let people know what's going on, because we're also waiting for Joyce. Joyce has been negative, um, but she's pretty much convinced she will get it. I'm almost leery that she's going to talk herself into getting it. Just she assumes I've got it. It's been in the house. She hasn't been kept away from it. So anyhow, there it is. So I'm really sorry, folks. And if anybody has any insights with any flying spaghetti monsters out there, put in a good word for me, and maybe a miracle will happen. But as it is right now, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to make it. So take care, everybody.